For people on Medicare, this is open enrollment, and I want to talk about the Medigap choices you have. And for those of you in Medicare Advantage, which is more than half of people on Medicare, what you need to know this fall re-enrollment period for Medicare Advantage. Medicare re-enrollment opened up for 25, and this is a more complicated year to make decisions. And that's because over half of Medicare recipients are in what I call Medicare disadvantage plans. These are plans that are pitched to you as being money savers, but the way they potentially save you money up front is the monthly costs you might have in traditional Medicare. And so you're in health maintenance organization that controls where you can go for care, what doctors you can see, what hospitals are available to you, if you have a serious illness, whether or not you can be treated at a state-of-the-art facility or a substandard facility, depending on what the plan has. Obviously, I have negative opinions about Medicare disadvantage plans. But the marketplace says, hey, this is what more than half of people want, like 50-something% of people are in Advantage plans. But the reason this fall is so significant is a lot of Advantage plans had a really bad year this year, didn't make the money that they've made in the past for their insurance company owners. And so a lot of Advantage plans for 25 are going to have far less generous offerings than they have right now. You may find that a facility that you like to go to is not included for next year, or benefits you're offered that come along with it, like the drug benefits you might have or whatever other benefits you have that are important to you, may have been changed. Normally, if you're in a plan and you like it, what most people do is by inertia, they just sign up for that plan again. In most years, that won't really harm you. This year, if you're in an Advantage plan, that can hurt you. And this is a year that it's really important to look and compare how are you covered now with the Advantage plan you're in, and how will you be covered next year in that same plan. And then it gives you an opportunity to go shop the market and see what competitors in your area are offering. And it's really, really hard to get good advice on which is the best plan for you. And that's why over the years I've talked about shiphelp.org, shiphelp.org, which is a volunteer organization of trained experts that will guide you with unbiased information on how you compare one plan to another, one company's offerings to another, to know what would be the best choice. They're going to be busier than normal this fall because of all the upheaval among the insurance companies with Advantage plans. Also, you may have heard some of the plans got really bad ratings for how they provided care to customers. Humana in particular has been getting a real black eye in the marketplace, and a lot of people in Humana Advantage plans for substandard care to their customers in their Advantage plans. And I'm not telling you anything that's not in public knowledge, but it means that this year a lot more people are potential free agents on picking an Advantage plan. Now, why do I call them disadvantage plans? Because except for a handful of states, if you're later like, oh, I wish I hadn't done this, I wish I'd stayed in traditional Medicare, you can switch back to traditional Medicare. But if you have some kind of pre-existing condition, you're not likely going to be able to qualify for a Medigap policy, which you need tied in with Medicare so that you don't end up with huge out-of-pocket each year for your medical care. And in most states, insurers are allowed after your initial enrollment in Medicare to put you through medical underwriting, and pre-existing conditions will keep you from qualifying to go back into traditional Medicare, again, unless you're in one of the states that doesn't allow those kind of games to be played with senior citizens. And this is a complicated area. Take your time.